Good morning, Aries. We're going to pull some cards. Let's go ahead and take a deep breath. Sending lots of love and blessings out to you all. I've already pre-shuffled. This is for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising, as well as the feminine's Mars and the masculine's Venus. I'm using the Universal Golden Tarot today, along with the Rider-Waite Mini for clarifiers, and I will pull oracle cards at the end. The reading is for this first half of January, so now through the 15th of January, around there. If the video comes to you at another time on the feed, there is a message there for you. And if you should like something more personal, my information is below, as well as my website, twinflames3344.com. I also have a CD out there called Ashes, Twin Towers to Twin Flames. If you want to check it out, it's my music, it's piano and voice, and hopefully you will find it inspiring. So for everybody watching, the best and highest good of all those concerned. What do we need to know? What do we need to learn for Aries today? Aries, Aries, Aries. It's very still outside today. The raindrops are sitting on the tree. And this is for Aries. Now with the Universal Golden Tarot, these are all upright cards, and the clarifiers will be both upright and reversals. So let's see what comes up now for Aries. On this first half of January 2021, completion. Aries, Aries, Aries. All right, first card out for Aries is the Knight of Cups. Nice. An offering of love, being love, always. The challenge being the Knight of Cups. Wish fulfillment, right? The Get Your Wish card. Being happy with self. The foundation is the Eight of Cups, perhaps taking a hike, walking away and within, perhaps leaving behind something you put a lot of emotion into. And the recent past is the Six of Swords, finding peace in the past. We have a bit of a hermit energy in that card as well. And crowning you is the Five of Pentacles, feeling left out in the cold. This can be in exile, destitution, injury, or illness. But again, it's representative of the two lovers out in the cold who have each other no matter what. What's coming up for you is the Queen of Pentacles. And she's very solid and stable, but there's no water to tip her toe into. It's very earthy and grounded, perhaps walking off path, or just taking your shoes off. You see yourself as the Seven of Cups, perhaps taking a gamble, perhaps a little confused about all your options, or seeing synchronicities or heaven in your eyes. What's around you or how others see you is the Chariot, right? This is boldly going where no man's gone before. This can be a move, travel, ascension, but it is with wings. There definitely is a military energy in the card, as well as the Sphinx, obviously, the black and white of it, the polarities, and merging those polarities to create that power of ascending that's around you. The block that you need to work with is the Knight of Pentacles, the loyal, helpful servant, the workhorse, always ready to help others and move forward. You end up at the Sun. How beautiful is that? Full exposure, children, vacation, acting like a child again, Leo energy. And what's connecting you to what's left hanging in limbo is the King of Swords, the man of truth and integrity. This is also military energy. There's a lot of military energy in your read here today. We have all 16 channels on here, 8 and 8, doing the dance, the 16 of the Tower, And sitting, it's like sitting on a landmine here, is what I'm getting. What's hanging in limbo for you guys is the Two of Pentacles, which can be the juggling act, right? Just trying to keep your balls up in the air. This could be performing or trying to hide something, right? Trying to distract people from what's going on back here in the city. So you will get more cards at the end. And it just depends on what comes up, how many cards you'll get. Very interesting, Aries. Wow. It's a very interesting story there. The bottom of the deck, I'm going to give you a little background about what's been going on. All right, got kids there. This can be the inner children of two people as well, the Page of Pentacles and the Page of Wands. An energetic exchange there. So let's see what's going on and then we'll go forward. Perhaps hanging a shingle over something to do with children or the inner child and the truth. All right, it's very much about the truth here. This is someone sharing, being charitable, or settling out perhaps with others. And then after that energy, it's all about the truth here with the Page of Swords, spreading the word, the message, getting the truth out. There's a home over here, maybe getting the message out from home. And then we have the whole truth and breaking through the crown. This could be circumcision as well if someone's getting circumcised. But the whole truth being presented from hanging a shingle over two kids maybe starting a business, or like I said, caring for kids at home, or talking about the inner child from home. But it's all about getting the word out and the truth. All right, so we have earth energy and fire energy there, and air energy, because we have 3 pages. And this may be one child getting the word out and showing the other children the way. Very interesting. In the recent past, we also have finding peace. It's like the hermit energy without their light, being guided back to the past to review, and that can be Akashic records. Again, dealing with your inner child and your wounds. So even if you don't believe in past lives, you know, we have 14 generations of DNA in our body. So you have all of your relatives' wounds in you, which is why you don't always understand why certain karmic things may happen to you, because they're wounds that are in your subconscious, and unless you focus on the triggers that come into your energy and why someone would come in and upset you that way, you need to look back at your childhood and which ways you first were triggered in that way to find where the entry wound is in order for it to come up to your consciousness and then be released. Because there's so many moments of our childhood we forget, and there's so many wounds there that we need to release. We are the whole. We're not just our projected personality. The other half of the whole is in our subconscious that we can't see. So when we learn to do that inner child work, that's how we become whole, by allowing our subconscious come up to our consciousness, the whole of us. And that's why people come in to reflect ourselves to us, so we can see what's hidden. It's not because they're trying to fight with us. Our energy is calling them in so that we could see. All right, so the recent past, we're going to start clarifying, because the central energy is that offer of love, or that being of love. And the challenge is happiness with self, and that's where it all stems from. As soon as you're completely satisfied with yourself alone, then anything that comes into your energy is, you know, it's the topping. It's just the extra. Why do we have the Page and Spirit's connecting with me very strongly on that? The Page of Pentacles, there's a little bit of stress there for Aries. Why do we have the Page of Pentacles there in your underlying energy there? All right, this card flipped over right in the middle of the deck. Actually, there's 2 cards there. And they are the Knight of Swords, the Messenger of Truth, can be a knight in shining armor as well. And then we have no options. It's like rushing in with the truth back to the past, not feeling like you have an option. You must do this. It's just natural to you. And there's frustrations and inability to understand or conceive something. Perhaps feeling beaten down unable to get a new passionate cycle off the ground until you clear the past. So the path and the past. And that's coming up with the Page of Pentacles. Now you're seeing yourself, Aries, as cup energy, which is funny because there's no fire here. There is here with the Page of Wands and the Eight of Wands in the underlying energy. But that's the only fire in your read, right? Yep. The sun is fiery. But other than that, it's all cups and pentacles. There's really no swords except for the past and then the King of Swords over here. So it's really about groundedness and emotions for Aries, which is very interesting. But the clarifiers here are very much your energy. What's coming in behind that Page of Pentacles, which can be a new education, a new business, a new start, a child, an invitation, an opportunity. After speaking your truth. It's by speaking your truth, going back to the past and letting it all out without an option. Perhaps you didn't understand something, so you speak up for yourself to get to the truth. It like creates an opportunity or an invitation for you. And finding the peace in the recent past. Again, this is standing in your truth no matter what. But this also can be winning at all cost. So there needs to be love brought into this in order for it to work. There's nothing wrong with being in your truth, but if you do it without love, as in Two Popes, the truth without love can be excruciatingly painful. So this is dumping a load, a burden, responsibilities, confessing, right? Could be hurting your back because you're carrying too much weight, right? Inside or on your body. And this is defending your position regarding dumping these responsibilities or these burdens and finding peace in this, finding peace in the past. Okay, why do you have the Eight of Cups in the foundation here? Awakening. And there's that Page of Pentacles reversed. Awakening and in need of help. And therefore walking away and within to find it within. This is someone in need of help, money or opportunity, or a child who is. But this also can be not getting something off the ground before, right? Because you were awakening. Maybe you were, knocked for a loop. This is also someone who has perhaps learning disability or doesn't get it. This can also be someone who chooses not to get it so they can be an opportunist, get other people to do things for them. But I don't feel like that this here. It's really about walking away and finding yourself. And here's the Empress. You could be a child could be walking away from their mother to find their own truth. And it could just be that coming of age too, leaving your parents. But this is specifically your mother, awakening to who you truly are with that energy, the Page of Pentacles and the Empress reversed. The center energy is the Knight of Cups. Why is the Knight of Cups here for Aries? Taking a rest, a break, praying, meditating, connecting in 5D with another. Connecting with justice, which is just truth and balance, connecting with Libra, and feeling vulnerable. This is insecurities. Maybe you don't have the tools. Maybe you need to work on your meditation. You don't know how to connect properly. Maybe just learning how to do that. But by being love, that's all you need, really. This can be insecurities, not having the tools, or, it could be keeping your cards close to your chest, too. But this is, can be very manipulative energy. And this could be, when you're meditating and trying to connect, that is a fashion of manipulating energy, right? So this doesn't have to necessarily be in a negative sense. It's manipulating energy in meditation for the better, right? Because that's always that love energy that's coming through here. This also could be taking a break after a divorce or some kind of court issue that you had. There is justice here, but there's still insecurity, perhaps left without the tools. Somebody might have had their tools taken away as well. But being love in spite of it all, like no matter what happened to you, this is you walking away and being love, right? Not letting anyone affect your ability to love and be happy. The challenge is the Nine of Cups, being happy on your own, getting your wish. Perhaps after depression of the Queen of Cups. This is someone suffering in silence here. This also could be the Queen of Cups amidst other people depressed and suffering, not sleeping well, headaches, purging, up nights, right? Worried, stressed out. So dealing with all of these things, either you're the Queen of Cups dealing with these issues and trying to find happiness with yourself regardless of what energy's around you, or having a history of going through all of this and rising above it, right? Becoming the foam on top, being happy with self no matter what. We have deception there too, coming up next, so I want to put that out there too. Because it's like rising above all of these difficult issues and not letting any of it affect your ability to love. The present energy is the the Five of Pentacles. And this is an emotional fulfillment of a cycle. Perhaps happiness with family or making an announcement. This could be a happy ending as well. Perhaps a judgment came through and everybody's happy about it. An announcement, a wake-up call, waking the dead. I just had the 3 trumpeters come up in my twin flame read. It's like that, that moment, right? That culminating moment. But this was all happy and making an announcement of 2 leaving something. It could be like the end of an era, right? Leaving something that you've been attached to for a long period of time, and being strong, taming your inner beast. Being strong, it's definitely leaving something, because we have all this major positive energy with 2 major arcana of judgment and strength, and then 2 people, out in the cold, leaving behind a business or a church or something you've just been a part of for a long time, making your way into something new, starting over again. But it's like 2 people, the lovers out in the cold. As long as we have each other, we can get through anything. You're coming up with the Queen of Pentacles here. Queen of Pentacles. Why does Aries have the Queen of Pentacles here? Because the King of Pentacles. We have the Knight of Pentacles reversed and Destiny. And this could be the King of Pentacles needing to find the balls to come into his destiny with the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. This also could be a stubborn child who's getting in their way, right? We have Libra energy here and a lot of Earth energy. The Queen of Pentacles may be destined with the King of Pentacles, and perhaps there's a child that that's still dependent on the King of Pentacles that will be part of the situation. Or it's just stubbornness there that needing to be cleared. Or someone with a disability, someone on strike, someone unable to work, or that doesn't have to work and is destined. You see yourself as the 7 of Cups. Why, Aries? Taking a gamble, completing the world, going around the world. New information comes out. By going out in the world or completing a cycle, new information comes in that gives you clarity of a higher love, patience, balance, taking one step at a time. We have Pisces and Sagittarius here, and taking a gamble. This can be the sealed divine feminine as well, and an angel of a higher love with new information that could knock you off balance. But it seems like these 2 are very stable in their knowing. We have the World and the angel, the Temperance card, that higher love. Just want to show you the next cards coming up, because these are all upright as well. Unconditional love, the Tower, blowing your crown, epiphanies, and freeing yourselves, all right? Unconditional love and the Fool, free to leap. Suddenly, with epiphanies between them. You see the parallel between these two sets of cards? Okay, this is fire over here, there's water over here, and here's the sudden knowing in between. Okay? This is taking a gamble, heaven in your eyes. I'm going to put these back in, but they may come back up again. Seeing the one. Having a lot of opportunities, but taking a gamble that you know which one it is that you want. What's around you or how others see you is the Chariot, which is very powerful. Okay, after some negative self-talk or rumors, or perhaps a child with a mouth, and the Hermit, which can be an old wise one, it can be a professional, it can be a Virgo helping you shed light. You know, anyone who advises, shedding light perhaps for a child or for negative self-talk. And this could be someone advising, right? We have the Page of Swords over here, getting the whole truth, perhaps from the Hermit, in order to pass on that truth to other children like them. After the Hermit, speaking truth to the Page of Swords reversed, or giving them wise counsel, or shedding light on their situation, there is a bold move here. It's also the King of Wands is involved here, after turning their back. It could be like you're a father and child, an old man turning their back on you. We have mother and child over here. Okay, Empress and the Page of Pentacles, and over here is the King of Wands, or the Hermit, and the Page of Swords reversed. So there's definitely mother and child, and father and child energy. And it could be, I'm getting the energy more of father and son, and I mean mother and son, and father and daughter. Energies coming up to deal with. But someone is definitely whittling down their options to make a bold move, to move, travel, ascend, take the show on the road. Again, this could be a traveling show, hanging a shingle over children. The block here being the Knight of Pentacles, which came up reversed over here with the Queen of Pentacles. And this is coming up as soulmates or children loving each other, but unable to find peace. Perhaps together, or needing to find peace after a long road, perhaps. There's the Queen of Wands. All right, so we have the Queen of Wands right here reversed, and the King of Wands right here reversed. And that, you know, that either one of them can be Aries energy. And this can be kids, or what the relationship used to be here, because they're on the outs here. This is being stubborn, refusing to work, refusing to learn, refusing to go forward, because this is reversed over here. And the block for you is being okay with being that loyal, humble servant, serving others. Because it's not about just blatantly finding someone to slave over, finding something to slave over so that you can be seen as a charitable person. It's finding your true gifts and getting so immersed in them that it naturally becomes a way to serve others. It's a win-win. But that may be a struggle to see that for an Aries here, because Aries is very, you know, energy in your face. They want to just go out there and just do it. But there is a disconnect here, and it looks like between the parents here. But you know, they could have been the soulmates here, or this can be their children who now are good, and now maybe they can leave each other because they're not happy together. It also could be two parents upset because of this Knight of Pentacles, you know, refusing to find something in their life, you know, just sitting around doing nothing. Why do we have the sunshine here at the end for Aries? And again, so much about the child here for you guys. We have the High Priestess and the Wounded Warrior who's looking at her like she's crazy. But the Wounded Warrior has secrets here regarding the workplace. He's worried that the High Priestess is going to expose his secrets. All right, we have the Sunshine, which is exposing everything. Somebody's got a secret they don't want revealed, and it has to do with the workplace. But the workplace is in a good spot, but it looks like someone's doing something not shady or under the table. And it could even just be as simple as getting paid under the table. But this could be somebody stealing, taking others' ideas, playing people at work, okay? But this person's worried that the High Priestess is going to expose this, because we have the Sun. And then worried about here, those left out in the cold. Maybe, you know, there could have been, this is an offer of love left out in the cold. Maybe there's the behavior at work is being questioned by someone. Who is the King of Swords then? Well, there's the Queen of Swords speaking her truth about the journey, good news, coming forward, back up in the saddle, back up on the horse, moving forward. And they're the two out in the cold. King and Queen of Swords. It's like the Queen of Swords catching up to the King of Swords here. Or this is coming up here, like the Queen of Swords is catching up to the King of Swords and what they've been up to. But they're both in their truth here. They're both upright and positive. And the King and Queen of Swords, these two people may be totally separate from these two. And maybe the Queen of Swords is trying to catch up with those people left out in the cold. Maybe there's a misunderstanding with the King of Swords, so the Queen of Swords has to make it right. But they're both in their truth. I mean, these can be, the two people out in the cold too, could be people who stole from them at work, at the workplace. That could be the King and Queen of Swords here. And maybe the Queen of Swords is coming to forgive those who were kicked out. Let's see what's going on after that. The Two of Pentacles. Why is the Two of Pentacles here? Because it definitely could be juggling with the Two of Pentacles. This is having a lot of options. Seeing synchronicities, heaven in their eyes, knowing the one. Again, that's coming up as who you are. Having a lot of options. Maybe you're juggling people or things at work or jobs. And feeling defenseless to the energies coming in, or feeling attacked, or feeling ganged up on. That maybe it's not my fault that I have a lot of options. All right? Feeling defenseless in coming together with others. Enjoy, because maybe you're just this energy that you're always happy-go-lucky and giving love to others. But this could be someone who's without an excuse as well, but never doesn't need an excuse to be who they are, especially if you're expressing love in this way. You may need to whittle down your options. You may be trying to do too many things at once, and so you're not getting really, really good at any one thing. Right? It's just too much work, too many activities. Even though you may love all the things that you do, it's just too much, and you need to whittle down in order to, and maybe like going from 7 cups to 3 cups, because it's just too much. You're becoming defenseless to those energies. So I want to show you the home stretch here, because you then have the 5 of Cups, which is feeling guilty or sad about something, right? This is a grieving card, not letting go of the past. Having these 2 cups over here, but not letting go of the 3 that are lost. It's like you're trying to distract yourself from this grieving process. But now it's becoming overwhelming, and you can't keep up with what you normally keep up with. That's why you need to whittle down your options here, because you just need to heal yourself. There's the 2 of Cups coming together. There is a soulmate connection here. We got the 6 of Cups over here. And the Knight of Swords rushing in with the truth, which is in the underlying energy over here, without an option. That could be a knight in shining armor too, in order to offer a new life. This card in the traditional sense means perfect contentment, being offered everything. And the world, completion, the sealed divine feminine, coming full circle, or traveling around the world. All four corners of the world. And having a choice to clear Akashic records, the X, the dark side, the black and white of it, and the red. X marks the spot, but this is definitely a book to clear karma past. This also could be someone going through chemo who's lost their hair. And then we have the Tower. So we're going to clarify all these because this is a very interesting set of cards. After juggling, feeling sad or guilty, perhaps dependent. This is a card of powerlessness, right? Losing money, power, independence. This could be a child too who just spends and spends and spends, or a partner who does this, and you have no control of it. Or this is you, and maybe you have an addiction to spending. And this is tripping up, the needing to break patterns, drop the facade, drop the act, take the mask off perhaps. And this is someone losing a lot of money, and then two more, which is going into debt, even further into debt. And this doesn't have to be about money. It can be about anything practical, right? Your time, money, and energy. Putting so much time in and not getting anything back, and then putting even more time in, is just depleting your energy resources. So why do we have the Two of Cups here? There's the Chariot. Here's the Chariot, which is the ascension vehicle of two divine partners. Perhaps traveling or moving together. Purging together. Being overwhelmed, pushed to the emotional limits in order to get all of the old wounds out of you. This can be being dumped, right? It can be sweating it out. Anything where a lot of liquid, this can even be going to the bathroom, peeing a lot. Any liquids coming out of your body, but this is also the pushing down of Mary Magdalene in order for the masculine or the Jesus energy to rise and fill her cup and bring her back upright again, right? It's the final push in order to rise again from the ashes. Letting go to repair, fix, or make amends. And this can also just be putting out a little money to fix up the place, to come together. Why is the Knight of Swords there? Right? The messenger of truth, the knight in shining armor. Well, it looks like there's a lack of affection or breakup here with a player type energy falling short. But this also could be just someone falling short of energy because they were spreading themselves too thin, and then, you know, make promises they can't fulfill. But this also can be someone holding back their true feelings and desires in a breakup or a disconnect of relationship. And there, you know, the Knight of Swords went rushing back with the truth here without options. Uninspired, frustrated, not feeling it anymore. Someone needed to go back and tell someone they're just not happy in a relationship. They just don't feel that passion anymore. In order, it's going back to tell someone they don't feel the passion with them anymore, to break up. And then this is an offering to the divine feminine, their divine counterpart, offering a whole new life of perfect contentment. So it's like the King and Queen of Wands breaking up for the King and Queen of Pentacles to come together. And there's the next energy with the Ace of Pentacles. Okay. That dream family, business, relationship, community, and releasing you from literal prison or just your own mental prison that frees you, that perfect family that frees you. And there is that offering here. There may be a rejection here, or somebody may not believe it's true. Somebody may still be healing and trying to forgive. and having a hard time accepting that. But that's in the past, because now the Knight of Cups is upright. Or that could have been that reversed energy, feeling insecure. Somebody might be worried that they're offering this new life, of this perfect life, because the other person has wealth or has a wealthy family or has a business or a community, and they don't think it's them they're coming for, because they see the pentacle here of the Ace of Pentacles coming in for the Ten of Pentacles, not seeing it coming in for them as the Knight of Cups reversed, still healing of a broken heart and trying to forgive. And why is the World there? Well, there's the Truth coming in, and the Truth came in over here as well. The Truth is coming in to stop the fighting, the competition, the rejection, the vulnerability, the shyness. This can be someone who's spoiled and entitled as well. And this could be like, this is like, you know, siblings teasing. Like this is the one that gets teased all the time. This also could be a baby who's crying. And people are fighting because they can't handle hearing the baby in the house crying all the time. But this is the whole truth about the pursuit, the competition, the fight that they had to go through to get to this person who feels rejected. And that definitely could be Pisces energy. We have the World. The World is upright for sure. And that can be Pisces or sealed divine feminine. It's presenting her truth on a quest in the pursuit of happiness to get past rejection. Because notice we have, you can see all the way, we have both the Page of Cups and the Knight of Cups both reversed. Both feeling rejected here. And it can be the same energy here. Or it could be two siblings feeling rejected. And this could be a mother here with two children feeling rejected. Or struggling. Maybe the mother, you know, is doing well financially and is very secure. Maybe has received an inheritance from their family, and here's the kids maybe feeling left out because they have to pursue their own lives, not just be handed that. They may be upset about that. The Two of Wands is coming up after the World is complete. Okay, there's some kind of heated exchange here, not expressing true feelings. This is delays in communication or travel, right? Not allowing the flow of energy to happen. This is someone who's not getting their wish because they're unhappy with self, unhappy with being by themselves. Or this can be arrogance as well. You know, this upright would be amazing because that's the arrows of love and happiness with self, right? That you, when you're happy with yourself, you pull in that energy. But because somebody's unhappy with themselves or being arrogant, or this could be partying too much too, they're pulling in the wrong kind of energy. And that's, this person could be in chemo as well. They're pulling in dark energy because they're choosing the wrong path. They're choosing to be around dark people, people who are addicted or people who are not in an ascending way, right? Who are choosing a dark path. So notice the people around you, right? Because there's a lot about that where people are finding peace even though there's negative energies around them. Why do you want to be in that energy of negativity? The challenge is, this Nine of Cups here is to find happiness within self and not expect it from others, not blame others for your unhappiness. And then we have the Tower. Why does Aries have the Tower here at the end? We have the Devil reversed. This is detoxing the past. It's like doing shadow work. You know, going back through Akashic records and having epiphanies with the Tower here. Again, shadow work. Especially about a masculine energy. This could be someone who abused their power. Maybe you were abused as a child. You may have abuse in your DNA. Maybe your parents or grandparents had a big traumatic event regarding being abused by a man like this. Right? So we're detoxing the past through working to align. This also could be ego death, right? Because the Emperor is all about control, which is ego. This is doing shadow work. So you may be having epiphanies all of a sudden here. And it may be someone going through chemo because you're forced to be still, because Aries is go, go, go. And it's very hard to ascend and do this work unless you're learning to be still and really feel into your body. And so what happens to a lot of people who are being guided onto the ascension path is they get injured or sick, so that they will be stilled to really connect with their body and go within. So that may be what you're experiencing right now. So the bottom of the deck ends up being the Four of Cups here, which is starting over in love. So before that, we had the Sun here, which is at the end of your read right here. Sun is full exposure, kids, happiness, full energy, and perhaps dealing with something that's taking forever to end, perhaps a near-death experience, or you're dealing with after death, the cleanup of all that, and wanting to start over in love. And you have Leo, Scorpio reversed here, and the underlying energy going in. And then within the read, you have Cancer and Leo in the main part of the read. That's it for you as Aries. And then you have Pisces and Scorpio come up as well. There's a lot of earth here for you. A lot of earth and water, water. And then full exposure to whatever you've been dealing with. Needing to get past the idea of what it means to be a workhorse. It's clearly your challenge and your block have to do with being happy with self alone. Because once you find happiness with self alone and find your true calling, what you love to do every day with your time, how can you ever be unhappy? Because you're always happy with yourself. And then other people coming in to add to that love is just a plus. It's just extra. It's the topping. It's the frosting on top. So again, there's so much earth here. We have the Page of Pentacles. We have the Knight of Pentacles, the King and Queen of Pentacles here. And then the two out in the cold here. So the kids could be feeling left out in the cold from the parents. And again, there's the King and Queen of Wands over here who are in different energy because they're both reversed. So it depends, which one you are. You're coming up as cup energy, though, here. You could be even one of the kids who feels rejected by the parents, that maybe they have money and they're not helping you out because they want you to learn to do it on your own. Finding happiness with self and not just having it given to you, because you don't learn self-reliance or self-happiness when someone just hands it to you. Or do you? But it is what it is. You can't blame anything you're going through on somebody else. That's the key. Once you start taking responsibility and saying, oh, they're upsetting me because I have this unconscious wound in me that I need to understand what it is. I can't see it. And once I can see it and it's in my consciousness, then it lets go and you never pull that energy into your field again. It's as simple as that. As complicated as that, but as simple as that. All right, Aries, so let's go ahead and pull an energy card for you guys. And I've been pulling a romance angel card as well. So let's see what's coming up for you. Exposing some kind of financial difficulties that you're going through. Having trouble making choices, perhaps, or whittling down your options. Maybe you spend too much money on activities and you need to cut back. Let's see what Aries. All right. The journey. All right, you're on the journey. You're on the 4D bridge, which is a difficult period to be in because the 4D is purgatory. It's where you have to face all the darkness in order to come to the light. You can't avoid it. You have to go through it to get to the other side. Just love all the uncomfortable feelings and the negative energies and be okay with all of it. And as you accept each step of the way, It propels you onward faster than if you fought, because that's resistance. It's the space between, not resisting, but not clinging to things as well, right? Letting go of attachments, but letting go of resistance to something at the same time, and being right in the middle. That's the sweet spot where you can create from. So the 4D bridge takes you through that shadow work to show you that, so you can get to the other side and live that heaven on earth, to get that dream family that you've always wanted. That's the 2 is the high priestess, being in your knowing, learning your psychic abilities, your connection to source. And discipline is self-discipline, meaning being the disciple of your own knowing, your higher self. And this is the purification process. So you're just opening the door, perhaps, to letting that purification process begin. 32 is the journey to your own psychic abilities, your own knowing, your own secrets, and purifying. Perhaps just opening the door of your home to let the fresh air in as well. Taking a journey on the rainbow bridge. Not sure which direction to go because you have a lot of options here. The bottom of the deck is the 2nd chakra, Archangel Ariel. So they're calling you to get in touch with your sacred energy, your sexual energy, but your creativity. What you love to do. What did you love to do when you were a child? 36 is the 10 of Wands, the Atlas, weight of the world upon your shoulders energy. What is a burden to you to let go? And what is your joy? What is your joy? So it's actually identifying those things so that you can let go of one and accept the other. There may be some anxiety or imprisonment that you need to let go of with the full moon. That full moon release. Maybe you're crying and purging, which is good. Say yes to it. Be okay with it. It's all good. And then you'll go through it much quicker. Using your creative energies here. Dumping a load, dumping the burdens, dumping the responsibilities. Why are you accepting the weight of the world that doesn't make you happy? It's getting in touch with your sacred sexuality as well. So let's see with the romance angels, what's coming up there. Last card for Aries. From Romance Angels, what is your guidance for Aries? Aries, first half of January 2021. Give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. And this can have to do with your partnership with yourself as well. You see, that's a very angelic partnership. It's a higher love. You may be dealing with your relationship with money, which is just energy. Time, money, and energy. It's all the same. It's the love you put into things. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. So your finances and the way you spend, or ways someone else around you that you allow them to spend and drain your energy, is an issue here. And when you find your own knowing and confidence and self-love, you get past this wound that you're trying to clear here. Okay, and it has to do with finances and career. And to make the effort that great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. And again, this is self-love of your inner child, the inner children of these two people. And what's blocking this is finances and career. The underlying energy for you is separation, time apart from your partners on the horizon. And underneath that was very soon, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you. Well, that's what you've brought in, the separation. Okay. I hope that was helpful for you, Aries. Make sure you drink your water, get your rest, get your joy, get your nature. If it's cold out there, make sure to go out and hug a tree or meditate, take a salt bath, get some sunshine in your face, and be good to yourselves. Rise and be loved, guys. I will talk to you very soon. Have an amazing day. Bye.